It's a goal for many of us Rocketeers to hit the elusive rank of Grand Champion. But what makes us all so fixated on this rank that causes us to sink too many hours into this game? Hey, I'm Jack, your friendly neighbourhood Rocket League player chilling over in OCE. Today, I'm going to talk about the entire fixation with the Grand Champion rank and what I've learned hitting it over the seasons. Let's get into it. Before we get to where Grand Champion sits on the ranked ladder, we should revisit how it came into being. In OG Season 1, ranks were from Bronze 1 through to Platinum. Fun fact, those that achieved the Platinum rank were actually among the top 100 players. Players received toppers for that season. But another fun fact, you only got the reward you achieved, not including the ones lower. So if you hit gold, you didn't get the silver and the bronze crowns either. You also had to stay in that rank to receive the reward. In OG Season 2, we saw a rank change with ranks going from Prospect 1 to Champion. However, on February 24th, saw an additional 2 Champion ranks added in Super Champion and Grand Champion, where it first appeared in the game. It was also the inclusion of the division systems, with 5 divisions representing roughly 20% of the skill range within a rank. The rewards for that season were boosts. It was also the first time that you only had to achieve the rank to receive the reward, and you also got all the rewards below it too. OG Season 3 was also the first season your boy picked up the game. It was also the longest Rocket League season ever. Insert Season 3 Grand Champion meme. It was very much the same as Season 2, with the same ranks and requirements of hitting the rank to receive the reward. I remember this season quite fondly as I spent my entire time trying to achieve the rank of Rising Star on my Xbox, but ended up getting sick of OCE players, so just decided to queue NA West with a casual 180p. I still managed to hit Rising Star though. OG Season 4 also saw another change to the ranks similar to OG Season 1, with the ranks going from Bronze 1 through to Grand Champion. However, this also included the addition of 3 Diamond ranks and 3 additional Champion ranks, removing the cool All-Star Superstar names from the ranks. Rewards for this season were trails. OG Season 5 saw the same ranks but with no soft reset to start the season, and a new 12 win requirement to get your season rewards, much like we see today with the 10 wins. I do think I'd much prefer the 10 wins though. Banners were the reward for this season. Over Seasons 6 through to 14, soft resets and the ranks stayed exactly the same, with players striving to hit the high bar of Grand Champion and the exciting reward and title that came with hitting the rank. Who wouldn't want to show it off? And I too was one of the Rocketeers who worked on the grind up. It wasn't until free-to-play Season 1 where we saw a new rank introduced. Supersonic Legend. Fun fact, before the game went free to play, Supersonic Legend was actually an everyday tag you could equip under your gamer tag. Long story short, Grand Champion has been that pinnacle rank all players want to achieve, and to an extent, even today, with Supersonic Legend just feeling unattainable to most players. It's no doubt that we as humans all want the good stuff we can't have. You know, the Lambos we can't afford, that $10,000 PC setup forever out of reach. Well, I find it's been much the same for Rocketeers when it comes to hitting Grand Champion. I mean, we had a solid 4 years to hit the top rank in the game. Then all of a sudden, the new kid on the block comes to ruin the party. It's common in psychology that we often do the things we love because of that dopamine hit we get, that reward we all crave and desire. In a way, Grand Champion had been embedded in the Rocket League community psyche as the ultimate reward, that achievable but rather difficult grind to fuel our brains with a rush of dopamine each time we hopped on. For some though, this attempt to achieve the reward of Grand Champion becomes too much of an obsession and starts to disrupt their lifestyle and normal routine, often spending way too many hours behind the screen grinding away. Heck, I know I've been guilty of that. Grand Champion was a status symbol, getting to flex the new season rewards and that fresh new title. And in my opinion, I still think that's the case today. For many Rocketeers, the skill ceiling and time required to grind their way up to Supersonic Legend just isn't viable. Shout out to my fellow workers out there scraping to get their season rewards last minute. Though, to this day, I still think it's a little slap in the face that I can scrape my way into Grand Champion 1 before the season finishes, and I still receive the exact same title and reward that a player on the verge of hitting SSL would get. Don't get me started either on the cheeky players that play the extra modes to get the Grand Champion rewards. Luckily, they too have to work their way up to get the title though. But a fun Jack fact, I actually hit Grand Champion in Rumble before I did the normal game modes. Grand Champion was also responsible for one of the most recurring and most common series you'd see on YouTube in the Road to GC series. I know this was one series that many pro players would adopt to put out to the Rocket League community, and even a little bit today. And I'll be honest with you, I used to watch them on the daily too, and actually got quite a lot of value to see what went through that thought process and got them to the rank of Grand Champion. I'd also say it also helped me get Grand Champion in the main modes eventually, after I decided to give Rumble a bit of a break. Lastly, It's also important to note the difference between hitting Grand Champion among the different game modes too. And I think it's safe to say that hitting Grand Champion in 2s and 3s doesn't mean it's going to be easy to hit Grand Champion in 1s. And we all know those that get Grand Champion in 1v1s are just another level of crazy. And this last little section of the video is a bit of advice from me for those aiming to hit Grand Champion, whether it's for the first time or just getting back into the game and trying to work your way up. This first piece of advice mainly goes out to the younger ones in remembering that rank isn't really an indicator of your skill level. In reality, like, you know, a diamond on a good day can beat me, a champion on a good day can beat me, and when I'm on fire and I'm really raring it, ready to go, I can beat the Grand Champion 2s, the Grand Champion 3s, and even the Supersonic Legends. You can't really put a pinpoint as to when you're playing like a Grand Champion. With any rank at all and going up to the next rank, it's just a matter of not making as many mistakes as your opponents and ensuring that you score more goals than them. And I wanted to let you know that once you hit Grand Champion, nothing really changes. Yes, you get to flaunt those really cool season rewards and that pretty new title that you get, but other than that, everything goes back to normal and you're just playing Rocket League against really good opponents. My last golden piece of advice here in this section, and this is in my opinion, but I believe game sense is far more important than mechanics to achieving Grand Champion. Like, to this day, my basic soul still isn't hitting flip resets in Grand Champion lobbies. Just stick to the basics and stay consistent. If you're a current Grand Champion, what's one piece of advice you'd give to someone looking to achieve the rank? Leave a comment down below to share with the community. So there we have it, friends. A fun little video on the fixation around Grand Champion and the Rocket League community. Though I don't think it's as strong as when the game was first released, I still think it's there. And I know to this day, I'm still satisfied with hitting the rank each season. Speaking of seasons, I actually don't think I'm going to hit my season 11 Grand Champion rank. With all the training and travel that I'm doing in this month, who knows, maybe I will scrape in my rewards before the season ends, but hey, who knows. Another personal update, I actually managed to finish the half marathon, and yeah, the body's still intact. And that's all from me. I'm Jack, and I'll see you next time. Catch up.